bombshell story behind Meg's court. Sussexes' privacy revelations lead to uncomfortable truth. Fresh revelations from Meghan Markle's privacy battle have laid bare an uncomfortable truth for the Sussexes, according to a royal commentator. The Court of Appeal heard new evidence this week as part of the appeal by the publisher of the Mail on Sunday appeal against the decision to grant summary judgment to the Duchess of Sussex on her privacy and copyright claims. The court heard that Meghan and Harry's former communications secretary Jason Knauf did provide information to the authors of the flattering Finding Freedom biography, and the Duchess was forced to apologize for misleading the High Court. Royal expert Camilla Tominey claimed that the revelations have laid bare another uncomfortable truth for the couple. Writing in the Telegraph, Ms. Tominey said, "Far from being unsupported by the institution, as they described the monarchy to interviewer Oprah Winfrey, the evidence appears to tell a different story. Rather than being abandoned, it is a damning indictment of the gospel according to Harry and Meghan. Of course, what we have really learned from this week's court proceedings is how much control the Sussexes actually had all along, and how much those around them desperately tried to save them from themselves." Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, appear to have embarked on a new course in recent weeks as they seek to define their lives in America by adding political issues and influence into their established interests of being royal humanitarians embracing U.S. celebrity norms of wealth, fame and talk shows. First it was Meghan, cold calling two Republican U.S. senators, West Virginia's Shelley Moore Capito and Susan Collins of Maine, to urge them to support paid family leave provisions in Joe Biden's languishing Build Back Better legislation. "She called me on my private line and she introduced herself as the Duchess of Sussex, which is kind of ironic," Collins told Politico. Collins added, perhaps a little disappointingly for fans of the royals, that she herself was more interested in what the people of Maine are telling me than members of British royalty. Meghan then appeared at a New York Times forum to press the issue. "This is one of those issues that is not red or blue," she said, underscoring an earlier paid leave for all letter in which she stressed that she was not an elected official, and "I'm not a politician." She was, she wrote, an engaged citizen and a parent. The targets of her letter? The Democrat bigwigs Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker, and the Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer. She has also reached out to the New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand to offer her help around paid leave campaigning. Her husband, Harry, has also taken his turn, informing a panel at a tech forum last week that he had warned the Twitter CEO, Jack Dorsey, that his platform was allowing a coup to be staged a day before the attack on the Capitol on the 6th of January by a Trump-supporting mob. By midweek the couple were back on familiar ground, paying tribute to armed forces on Veterans Day and helping to raise awareness of returning veterans' mental health. For some observers it is a clear effort by the Sussexes to get, at least partially, involved with the politics of the country they are making home. And, given the fractious nature of U.S. politics, that is not an easy path to tread. They're trying to rebrand themselves without completely rejecting the royal moniker, says Ariane Shanok, a professor of history at Boston University and author of The Right to Rule and the Rights of Women, Queen Victoria and the Women's Movement. Meghan is adamant that hers is a human rights issue that she as an American can speak to, but the issue that she casts as non-political unfortunately plays out in the U.S. context as a very partisan one. The process of disentangling from royalty while still benefiting from the insider advantages it confers is also a delicate tightrope. But American fascination with Meghan is fueled by her open embrace of her identity and her attempts to connect it to a multiracial, multicultural global population, says Janok.